Hey guys, welcome to another video. If you're new here, I'm Kelly, and today's video is part one of two videos that are going to be going up that are like this. This is my VIB sale wish list video. That's right, the Sephora VIB sale is upon us. It will be coming up here at the beginning of April, and I thought, you know what? There have been times like in the fall where I did my VIB sale recommendation and wish list video together as one. Sorry, this is why I'm not a huge gloss fan. I feel a hair somewhere sticking to my gloss and I don't know where, but I think I got it. Anyway, in the fall, I put my VIB sale recommendation and wish list video together, so I will link that here if you want to check that out. This time around, I decided to do them separately. I have a wish list video, which is this one here, and then my recommendations video will go up next, but I wanted to choose products that I didn't mention in the fall. So if you like this video and you like videos like this, definitely make sure you're subscribed because my recommendations video will be coming up next, but also check out the video from the fall because it is a different one. And before we get into the video, just to let you know, the Sephora, they're calling it the Spring Savings Event. I mean, it used to be called the Sephora VIB sale, but I feel like it was the fall savings event, and now it's the spring savings event. So anyway, if you are a Rouge member like me, we can start shopping April 9th through the 19th. We can shop the entire time and we get 20% off. If you are a VIB member, you can start shopping on April 13th through the 19th and you get 15% off. And if you're just an insider, you can get 10% off on April 14th through 19th. If you are not already an insider, all you have to do is just say that you want to be an insider and you can start off at the first tier getting 10% off. You just go in and say you want to be an insider. It's not, you don't have to like spend a certain amount. You don't have to sign up for like a credit card or anything. It's just a rewards program. So if you're not already subscribed, then you can go ahead and do that to save 10% off. You can shop in store or online using the online code OMG Spring. And the thing that I like about the Sephora VIB sale is you can shop multiple times and get your percentage off. That's perhaps one of my favorite things because undoubtedly I like to shop in the beginning of the sale with my Rouge access, but as the sale continues, I find more and more things that I want, so I usually purchase 2 or 3 times. But without further ado, why don't we go ahead and jump into the video. Like I said, I am going to mention my wish list items, and these are not items that I mentioned in the fall. I might have mentioned them some other time on my channel, but definitely not in the fall video that I referenced. I do have, I think, 12 items that I want to share with you, and I didn't like pick the number 12 for a certain reason. I just literally went off my loves list. Some of these items are things I am like 100% getting, and some of them are like just on my wish list. So first up is I think you say it Kilian. The Kilian Love Don't Be Shy Travel Spray Perfume. Now this perfume is $48 and this is supposed to be the one that Rihanna wears. I think I would like it, but I haven't smelled it yet, so I definitely want to go in store. This is one where hopefully I can find it in store. If I can, I'm interested in purchasing it, but I would want to smell it first. I love travel sprays. I've been wearing the Giorgio Armani Sea perfume literally for years, and I always bought the rollerball or the travel size. And I've heard that this perfume that's worn by Rihanna smells really good and has a sweet fragrance, which is what I like. So this is one that I want to get. It's on my loves list, but I do want to go in store for it. Then I'm interested in the Armani Beauty Power Fabric Concealer. This concealer is $34. I mentioned in one of my videos that I really enjoyed the Milani Conceal and Perfect. Y'all, I'm going to try my best not to mess with my hair, but I see other people who wear their hair down and it doesn't like get in their face, and for some reason My hair is always in my face, but that's not why we're here. Okay, so the reason why I want the Armani Beauty Concealer is because I mentioned in one of my videos that I really enjoyed the Milani Concealer, and Morgan Turner commented that I may like the Armani Beauty Power Fabric Concealer if I'm a fan of the Milani one. And I do have the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, so these could be a nice pair. But I'm also at the point where I typically like to just have one concealer in my collection at a time because I like to actually get use out of it and use it up completely. And I currently have 3. So I'm using the Pat McGrath concealer every day. I have the Rare Beauty concealer that's a little bit dark, so I've been wearing it under my foundation to combat dark circles. And then I also have the Juvia's Place one that I use to carve out my brows. So this is on my wish list. I'm eyeing it, might not get it this time around, but I want it. And if I am going to spend $34 on a concealer, I want to get it on sale. I do have 3 eyeshadow palettes. Now, I will not be purchasing all 3. There is one that I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get. But out of the 3, one of the ones that I have my eye on is by Melt Cosmetics, and it's their Rust eyeshadow palette for $58. Now, if you caught my, what did I title it? 5 older palettes that are on my wish list. I had this one on there. I've been eyeing the Melt Rust Stack since it came out, never purchased it. Then they came out in an eyeshadow palette form, and now I'm interested. But again, I like to use the sale time to purchase those high-end ticket items. $58 is expensive. I do have shades like this before, so I'm eyeing it. Am I gonna get it? Definitely not for $58. I would want to save my money. The second palette that I have my eye on is by Natasha Denona. Now, if you're gonna make a Natasha Denona or a Pat McGrath purchase, definitely do it during a sale. But thanks to Mo from Mo Makeup, Mo Beauty, I am interested in the Metropolis eyeshadow palette. That's another one that I mentioned in that 5 older palettes video that I just referenced. The Metropolis palette is one of Natasha Denona's $129 eyeshadow palettes, and I have yet to spend that much money on an eyeshadow palette. I do have a couple of her middies. I have the Bronze palette and the Glam palette, and I love them both. I love the formula. Just $129. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. So am I going to go ahead and purchase it? I don't know. I love these tones. I love these tones. These are Kelly tones. I'm definitely eyeing it. If I ever do purchase it, it would 100% be during a sale. But the eyeshadow palette that I'm almost positive that I will be getting is by Artist Couture, and it is the Supreme Nudes and Pressed Pigment eyeshadow palette. Now, this eyeshadow palette retails for $40, so it's the cheapest out of the 3. I love this color story. I love a neutral eyeshadow palette. I believe that this released in 2020, if I'm not mistaken, and I've just been wanting to try it out. I've heard really good things about it. I was watching all of those ranking the eyeshadow palettes that people tried in 2020, and this one came out at the top for a lot of people, so I really want it. I want it in my collection. The only reason why I'm kind of hesitating between these 3 is because it's the cheapest eyeshadow palette. It's $40. So ideally, it's like if I want Metropolis, $129, get it for 20% off. Like, I'm definitely much more apt to spend $40 on an eyeshadow palette than $129. So Artist Couture, it's still probably the eyeshadow palette that I'm going to get out of the 3, but I'm eyeing all 3 of those right now. This next product, I do know I am 100% for sure picking it up, and it is the Pharmacy Honey Halo Ultra Hydrating Ceramide Moisturizer for $45. So I got this in the House of Gold. Is that what it was called? The Christmas set, the Pharmacy House of Gold set, and I got a little sample size of this moisturizer, and I really enjoyed it, and I think it has beat out my Drunk Elephant Lala Retro Whipped Cream. When I finished the mini size of it, the reason why I didn't go on to purchase it at that time was because I already had a backup of my Drunk Elephant moisturizer, thinking like, oh, this is great, I'll try this out, and then I'll go back to Drunk Elephant. But after using it up completely, I miss it in my collection. I miss it. I want to get it. It's $45. I will definitely be picking it up during the sale. Now, I have my eye on the Rare Beauty Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation. So I did mention that I picked up the concealer already. I like the idea of having a concealer and foundation that are meant to go together. So I do want to try out this foundation. My friend Ashley Clady likes it. She's been raving about it. I'm a little unsure of my shade. According to the shade finder, it came out as like 210C or something like that. So I got that in the concealer. Good thing I got the concealer first because I found out that's too dark for me. So I think if I do purchase it, I'm going to go for 180W light with warm peach undertones. So this foundation, if I didn't tell you, is $29. In my eyes, that's more affordable than some of the other foundations that you can purchase. Again, I like to say during a VIB sale, I want to purchase high ticket items. So if you do have a foundation on your list that has a higher price tag, like the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk or the Pat McGrath, like definitely get it then. That would be a reason why I would maybe hold off and not purchase this, because being $29, I am more apt to spend the $29 to get the foundation than spending money on a foundation that's $50 or $60. But I have my eye on this. It's on my wish list. Next up is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Vanish Color Corrector for $32. Now this, I believe, is a cream. It comes in her compact. I think I heard Kate the Great Beauty talking about this. I do struggle with dark circles underneath my eyes, so on a day-to-day basis, I wouldn't necessarily need to color correct, but I do have dark circles, so it interested me. I like the idea of using a color corrector and then not having to go in with so much concealer or foundation to try and cover up those dark circles. The only reason why I'm a little bit hesitant on this is I am currently using the Rare Beauty concealer, which is a little bit deeper for me and has an orange tint. I'm using that currently underneath foundation to combat dark circles, which is essentially what this would do too. So do I need to purchase it? I don't know. It's on my wish list. I don't know if I'll end up getting it for that reason. I like to share with you guys, like, I know you might be saying, Kelly, this is supposed to be a wish list video and you're telling me all the reasons why you're not going to get these things. Okay, so it is a wish list. Like, in a perfect world, if I could get all of the things that I want, this is what I want. But I have also heard some people say that they really do enjoy hearing my thought process. As I've gotten older, I'm trying to be more thoughtful in my makeup purchases and not just, ooh, I see it, I want it, I buy it. You know what I mean? I do like to buy things just because I see them and they're pretty and I love makeup and I want all of the things. But I'm also trying to give you a glimpse at my thought process. So hopefully you guys find that helpful. But that's why this is on my wish list. It's something I do want and I would like to try it. But at the same time, do I need it? Maybe not at the moment. Next up, I may very well be getting this. I have wanted to try Tata Harper. Again, Mo from Mo Makeup Mo Beauty was raving about Tata Harper in a video that I saw. I think it was a live that she did with a couple other content creators, and she was talking about some of her favorite skincare. And so the Tata Harper like floral hydrating essence is something that I've been wanting to try. And Smags told me, why don't you get her Daily Essentials kit? And I was like, what? She said, why don't you get her Daily Essentials kit? You get these little travel sizes for $75 of a bunch of her different products, and then you get to try the product out, and from there you can decide if you want to spend essentially the same amount of money, I don't know what it is, $50, $60, $70 to purchase the full size. And I was like, you know what? That's why I keep you around, Smags. That is why I keep you around, because you just give me such good advice. So I do think I want to pick up the Tata's Daily Essentials kit. I have it marked on my list. It is a higher ticket item. You guys know I love a mini, so these would be minis, and then I do get to try out a few of her products and decide what's for me and what isn't. I'm also pretty sure that I want to pick up the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Eye Base. It's $54. It's basically an under eye moisturizer from what I gather. It's called a Vitamin Enriched Eye Base. I don't know. I got a little sample size of it and I had been using that not as skincare. I had been using it as an eye base. So I would go do my entire skincare. Then when I would sit down at my vanity, I would take a little bit and just put it right underneath my eyes. I am someone, if you're new here, I do have eczema on my eyelids. I'm always trying to combat that. I get it underneath my eye, on my eyelids. I found that this was super hydrating. It It went on underneath concealer very nicely. It soaked into the skin and it was just nice and moisturizing. So it is expensive. It's $54, which is why I don't want to spend $54. I want to get some money off, so I'm pretty sure that I'm going to pick this up. It's like, is it a product that I necessarily need? No, because I mean, I have under eye moisturizers, but I do like the hydration that this provided, and I finished up my sample. So I want to add it back into my collection. I'm also thinking I may snag the Huda Beauty Balm Brows Micro Shade Brow Pencil. I'm pretty sure I would be in the shade Caramel Blonde. I use Caramel in the ABH. I've been using their products for years and years. It's one of those, like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of things, where Caramel just matches me perfectly. Anytime I've tried to venture out and try a different eyeshadow product, not eyeshadow, eyebrow product, I haven't found a shade to match me, but this Caramel Blonde says that it could be for red hair or for dark blonde hair with a warm undertone. So I think that may work for me. Now I have heard that this is very thin, like very, very, very thin. And I have sparse brows. I have to draw these bad boys on every single day, which is why I use a brow pencil, brow definer, clear brow gel to set. I use 3 products. I cannot just like one and done kind of deal, but this is $17. I'm intrigued. I've heard really good things about it, so I do think I want to pick this up. I want to try stepping outside of my comfort zone and trying a different product, and if I find that this takes me forever to do my eyebrows, then I'll just use it in conjunction with my brow definer because I already have that in my collection. And the last product that I want to share with you today is a foundation that I have my eye on. I feel like I constantly have a ton of foundations that I want to try, and you can check back at some of my other videos and you will see. There's a whole list. I could like literally make a video of all the foundations that I want to try, but I feel like during the Sephora VIB sale, if you want to try a foundation, get one that you wouldn't purchase if there wasn't a sale, okay? So I am talking about the Tom Ford Traceless Soft Matte Foundation. It's an $88 foundation. You heard me correctly, $88. It's expensive. It's supposed to be soft matte. Typically, I don't go for something that has the word matte in it because I have dry skin, but I have heard other dry skin girls in the YouTube beauty community saying that they found that this worked well on their skin. So Smags did actually purchase this, I want to say last month. So I definitely need to check in with her. I need to see if she's been using it, what she thinks about it, but I have my eye on it. And if I'm gonna purchase it, it's definitely gonna be during a sale. But that is going to do it for this video. I hope that you did enjoy it. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below, what are some wish list items that you are hoping to snag during the sale? I am always open to your recommendations. I love them. I have picked up several things based on your recommendations. So go ahead and leave those in the comments down below. Make sure you're subscribed because this was my wish list video, but I have a recommendation video coming soon. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Boom.